Welcome back to Drop-In Ballet Academy. Today we're going to talk about standing still. And how do you stand at the bar? And there are probably lots of checklists that you can go through. People have told you many things about the neck and the shoulders and this and that and the hips and blah, 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 and the feet and the hip, blah, 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 blah. And you could do that. But then what happens, or what might happen, because it happened to me, is that you run through this checklist and then you become attached to some idea that you have that this is correct. And there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of tension in that stance. If you're standing up right now, or you can imagine what it feels like to stand up, you know that you don't really hold a lot of tension in your body, say when you're waiting for the bus. You learned that. You learned just how much tension you need to place your bones over your feet so that you can stand up. And you can even hold your balance when you shift your weight without a whole lot of tension. So I'm suggesting to you that the ballet stance and the tension level that we're going for is very, very close to that, if not exactly that. All we're doing is standing up in a different way. Nobody told us as children, you have to keep your hips over your feet and you have to this and that. No, you just figured it out as a child. So now we're going to try to figure out how to stand in a ballet way. So it's different than the way you wait for the bus, calling it waiting for the ballet bus. But we're going for, this is our goal, is to take note of how much tension we're holding and see if we can get rid of it in a ballet way. Why? Because the whole purpose of our standing position is to be ready. It's our ready position so that we can move from there. And if you're already using a lot of tension to stand still, you just burn a lot of calories. I mean, that's energy that you could be using to move, and there's no reason that you need to use that energy to stand still. So what do when we're looking for our ready position? We're collecting data. We are feeling everything. We are taking note about where the tension is, and can we get rid of it? What can we do to relax that tension? We are using tension in order to place the muscles in a different way. But how much? How much can we get rid of? What's the bare minimum that we can use? Because at that point, you are balanced in a ballet way. And then you can move from that position in a ballet way. Awareness. Collect data, collect data, collect data. If I do this, what happens? If I do this, what does it feel like? If I do this, what does it feel like? Does this feel like what my teachers are describing, what I read in the book? Does it feel like that? And when I try to move from this position, does it work? Or do I have to catch myself? That's standing still.